Hi, I'm Larie and welcome to your at-home delt and core workout. What you need today, dumbbells, whatever you have, grab them. For resistance reference, I have a lot. I have a pair of 5, 8, 12, 20, and 30-pound dumbbells. I will always tell you what weight selection I am using. Just remember, you and I are different, so you may need to go heavier than what I'm using in order to feel challenged, or you may need to go lighter in order to keep good form. Find a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining good form throughout. You will also need a light, long band. It can be with or without handles, so I'm using a super band. But if you have the one with handles, that's preferred. I just don't know where mine is. Make sure it's light and make sure you have it anchored onto something right around shoulder to chest-ish level. You'll also need a workout bench. Now I'll be using this bench at an incline at different points in the workout, but if you don't have this bench, you can still do this workout. Just perform anything that I'm doing in an incline in just a seated position in a regular chair. And then anything that I'm doing lying down, if you don't have a bench or an ottoman or a stool or something, just perform that on the ground. And lastly, you will need a mat, and I am definitely recommending some form of hydration around as well. Here's today's format. It is all strength focused, and we have repeating triceps. We perform each tricep for 2 rounds. The first round, we will perform each exercise for 60 seconds each. This is typically with a slow tempo or a 1 to 1/4 rep tempo. Round 2, we cut the time in half, and this is going to be with a normal tempo. So whatever weight selection you use during round 1, try to increase it for round 2 as long as your form is on point. If needed, since this is very high volume, you can always drop the weight selection mid-set and or rest pause whenever you need to. You can let the video play and just watch me and take a few deep breaths, or you can physically hit that pause button and then continue when you feel ready to. This is your workout, so make it your own. Enough of me talking. I will be doing a voiceover because this mic is no good. So grab everything that you need and let's get to work. Begin your warm-up with banded external rotations 1 to 1/4 rep. Make sure your band is anchored to something very sturdy and place it right around chest level. Keep the elbow glued in. Keep the rib cage stacked over pelvis. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bring it out. 1/4 rep. Bring it in. Now be sure to keep the rib cage stacked over pelvis. Don't let that flare. Everyone can get greater range of motion if the rib cage flares. So just honor your in-range motion. This is just our warm-up. We will immediately flip it around and take it to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Flip it around, keep the same distance, and let's go. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. We'll do that again, this time only 30 seconds, normal tempo. Try to increase your resistance by walking it farther away from the anchor point. We go in 3, 2, and 1, normal tempo. We turn around and take it to the other side in 3, 2, and 1. Flip it around, keep the same distance, and let's go, normal tempo. It is very common to have one side a little bit tighter than the other, so if you find that you have greater range of motion on one side than the other, that's fine. Just work on evening it out over time. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Next up, we have dumbbell incline presses. If your bench has the ability to incline, set it to approximately 45 to 50 degrees. If your bench doesn't incline, just perform this in a seated position. Semi-pronated grip, I'll be using 20 pounds. Slow tempo on the way down. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. On the way down, take it nice and slow for 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're able to, try to get full range of motion. So at the bottom, dumbbells just gently press against the shoulders before pressing it up. If needed, you can always decrease the range of motion, but if your mobility allows it, aim for that full range of motion and don't compromise range of motion for more weight. Always go full range of motion and then increase the weight accordingly. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Stayed on up. Next up, we have dumbbell lateral raises. Starting position is at the top. 5-pound dumbbells for me. This one's humbling. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Start at the top. 1 goes down, 1 goes up, 1 goes down, 1 goes up. Now make sure those upper traps don't rise up towards the ears. So keep the upper traps down and feel this in the outer portion of the delt.
It's been way too long, I've been building walls around me. Keep my distance so you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you out cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my
Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, next up we have a hip hinge rear delt fly, quarter rep in the hardest part of the movement. I will be using 5-pound dumbbells. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, quarter rep at the top, and then control it down. Be sure ribcage stays stacked over pelvis, core stays tight to help stabilize the spine, and we're aiming to feel this in the back portion of the delt.
So you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you out cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my own face. Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions?
Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, next up, round 2. We cut the time in half, 30 seconds per exercise. So aim to increase the weight if possible. Try it out. If needed, you can always decrease mid-set. For this exercise, dumbbell incline presses, I'll be using 30-pound dumbbells. Normal tempo, full range of motion. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out. It's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, next up we have dumbbell lateral raises, normal tempo. I will be aiming for 8 pounds to start with. All right, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, shoulder height, control it down. Pretend like you're pouring a glass of water out at the top, and that will light up those medial delts.
I'm saying let's go. You're saying maybe. Let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey.
Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. Next up, we have hip hinge dumbbell reverse flies, normal tempo. I will be using 8-pound dumbbells. Spine stays still. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out. Keep those elbows soft. Try not to hinge from the elbows to get more weight. So if you find that this is turning into a row, decrease the weight. We want to keep it a little bit lighter to really light up the back of the delts. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, next up we have a dumbbell chest press on your bench. If you don't have your bench, then perform this on the mat or the ground. Just the bench will provide greater range of motion, so a bigger stretch in the front of the delt and the front of the chest at the bottom portion. All right, I'll be using 20-pound dumbbells, slow eccentric. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Press it up, semi-pronated grip. Control it down for 3, 2, and 1. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we have a chest fly to tricep extension in the supine position on your bench if you have it. If not, perform it on the ground. I'll be using 8-pound dumbbells. Get set. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Keep those elbows soft. Try not to hinge. Big stretch in the chest, front of the delts. Bring it back. Hinge from the elbows. Control it. Bring it up. So big stretch in the chest, front of the delts. Contract it. Bring it in. Now we hit the triceps. Be careful to the outside of the head. Stretch in the triceps, contract the triceps, repeat. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Next up, we have tricep banded pushdown. So set your band as high as it will go. Then grab your band. If you have the handles, that's even better. Anchor your elbows to the sides and let's go. Quarter rep at the bottom. Bring it back. Stretch in the triceps, contract the triceps, contract it again. Now you can also hinge forward a little bit if that allows for a deeper stretch, but standing upright like this works as well. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. Nice work. Next up is our 30-second round. I'm going off camera real quick to get a heavier band with the handles. for the triceps. But first we have dumbbell chest presses. Normal tempo, I'll be increasing weight to 30 pounds. All right, get set. You can always switch out weight mid-set if needed as well. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, 30 seconds. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. Next up, chest fly to tricep extension. I'll be grabbing 12-pound dumbbells this round since time is cut in half. Get set, get into position. We start with the fly in 3, 2, and 1. Keep that lever long. Bring it back in. Triceps. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Stand it up. We have tricep banded push downs. I'll be using my heavier band this time with the handles, but I'm going to grab above the handles, normal tempo, and rep it out. Here's our last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Recover. Nice work. Next up, we have a dumbbell uppercut to an Arnold press. I will be using 20-pound dumbbells. Be sure to keep ribcage stacked over pelvis throughout to keep the core connection. All right, get set. We start with a supinated grip right below chin level. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Uppercut right above the head. Bring it back down. Flip the grip. Arnold press. Bring it back down. Repeat. Uppercut. Keep the upper traps down. Keep the upper traps down when you flip it. In this standing position, be sure to keep rib cage stacked over pelvis. Core stays engaged throughout. If you find that the hips have to swing forward to get the dumbbells up, or the rib cage flares to get the dumbbells up, drop the weight to something lighter.
You don't have to go. I can set you free. Are you gonna make a move? Are you gonna come and see whatever you wanna do? You know it's cool with me. Whisper in the dark. Whispers in the dark. You come to play, don't you? Looking for something new. I got a lot underneath, tricks up my sleeve.
I know it's burning. Come on, we got this. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. I feel, but feeling's a good thing. All right, next up, we have dumbbell neutral grip thrusters with a very slow eccentric. I will be using 12-pound dumbbells. Go at least one weight selection lower. Let's go. Use the lower body to drive the dumbbells up. 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Drive it up. 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Now we're focusing more on the eccentric portion of this press.
I had one in the lobby of the hotel down the street. Tell everyone that you meet that I'm just chilling like a villain with my champagne and my feelings. I just wanna show you off to my new friends down the block. Hey, I can tell we're vibing. All my new friends say we're thriving. You can meet me in the back. Start the car and all of that. We can drive away to Cali. Find ourselves down in the valley. I just wanna show you off because I like you a lot. Hey.
Here's our last 3, 2, wow, 1. Next up, we have a dumbbell 4-way raise. I will be using 5-pound dumbbells. This one is humbling, especially right now as we are fatigued. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it out to the side, lateral raise together, back out, back down. 4-way raise. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, we are fatigued. This is good. This is good. We are challenging our muscles to max capacity. All right, next up, we're going to change this variation to a neutral grip shoulder press. 30 seconds. I will be starting out with 30-pound dumbbells. We'll see how we do. Won't know until we try. Get set, get into position. We go in 3, 2, and 1, normal tempo. Keep your forearm locked in. If forearm starts to slip or you physically cannot lift those dumbbells up anymore, cool, that's okay. Drop the weight selection, grab something lighter, and continue the set. We only have 10 more seconds. Come on, you got this. Here's our last 3, wow, 2, and 1. All right, next up, we have neutral grip thrusters. This time, normal tempo. It's like a drop set, so grab something lighter. For me, 12 pounds. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Lower body drives it up, bring it down. Lower body drives it up, bring it down. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're not done with those front delts. Now it's just front raises. I'll be using 8-pound dumbbells. Try not to swing the hips forward to get the dumbbells up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, control it down. It's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Next up is our plank tricep. So roll out your mat. Next up, we have a bodyweight pike push-up to a regular push-up on the knees. So we target your delts, and then for that regular push-up, chest, delts, triceps, core. All right, get into position. Get into your plank position first. Then we'll send the hips up and back in 3, 2, and 1. Hips go up and back. Think of this as an inverted shoulder press. Press it up, bring it back to plank. Knees go down, 1 push-up, elbows hug in tight, curl the toes under, back to plank, hips go back, pike push-up, inverted shoulder press, bring it back to your plank, regular push-up on or off the knees, and repeat. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Next up, we have a bodyweight high to low plank to 4 shoulder taps. You can do this off or on the knees, wide stance. We're working on anti-rotation of the hips. Let's go. It's right forearm, right hand, left. Tap shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go down. Left, right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just change sides every time you do the high to low plank, and then keep the hips as level as possible throughout. It's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Next up, we have a forearm rolling plank with dumbbell rear delt fly. So have that light dumbbell in front of you. I'll be using 1 5-pound dumbbell, side plank position. And let's go. Start with the rear delt fly. Place the dumbbell down, forearm down, roll it to the other side, grab the dumbbell, plank rear delt fly, dumbbell down, roll it to the other side. Now, if needed, you can always release that bottom knee for modification. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Recover. Round 2 is next. Only 30 seconds per exercise for these pike push-ups to regular push-ups. If you can, stay off the knees during the regular push-up and try to make the movement a little more fluid. All right. You can always go at your own pace too. This is your workout. Honor your body and how you are feeling. Get what you need. Get into your plank in 3, 2, and 1. Pike push-up. And then bring it back. Regular push-up. Try to just smooth out the motion.
Everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need.
Here's our last 3, 2, wow, 1. Nice work. All right, high to low plank is next to 2 shoulder taps. So we just cut the shoulder taps in half. Get set and let's go. It's right forearm, right hand, left, 2 shoulder taps. Now we go left, right, 2 shoulder taps. If needed, release the knees. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We're not done. All right, we have our dumbbell rolling plank with rear delt fly. This time I'll be using one 8-pound dumbbell. Get set. We start with our rear delt fly in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, set the dumbbell down, roll it to the other side, and repeat. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Recover. Next up is our ab tricep to end with. All right, we have angled V-ups next. We go 3 ways: right, center, left, center, right, and then we just repeat. You can always reduce the range of motion for a modification or increase the range of motion to make it more challenging. All right, pelvis is neutral, hands go behind. We go in 3, 2, and 1. We go left, in, center, in, right, in. Back to center, then left. Back to center, then right. You got this. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. Recover. Next up, we have bodyweight supine pikes or full V-ups. Just do what you can. Decrease the range of motion if needed. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Shoo. Inhale on the way down. Exhale. Shoo. Go as high as you can. Inhale on the way down. If needed, you can always decrease the range of motion and you can support the neck with the hands. Keep the neck as neutral as possible here. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, couldn't get up on that one. Next up, we have a bodyweight double crunch with a quarter rep in the contraction. Neck stays neutral. Support your neck with your hands. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Quarter rep at the top. Inhale on the way down. Keep the neck neutral. If we start to hinge the neck, we will start to feel it in the neck. So make this movement from the abs.
Let's go.
Here's our last 3, 2, 1, recover. Wow, everything is on fire, but we're not done. We gotta go for round 2. Only 30 seconds per exercise. For these bodyweight assisted V-ups, we just go straight out and in. Get set, come on, we got this. 3 exercises, 30 seconds apiece. We go in 3, 2, and 1, straight out and in. Here's our last 3, 2, 1, recover. Next up, we have bodyweight supine bikes or bodyweight V-ups. Honor your range of motion. Do what you can. 30 seconds. We can do this. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, bodyweight double crunch is next. Normal tempo, but control it. I want you to contract the abs on the concentric portion. Let's go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just a few more reps, then we end this workout with 20 seconds of flutter kicks. You can do this. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs, support the pelvis if needed, and kick those legs. You can bring the head off the mat if you want to get a little bit more engagement in the upper portion of the abs. Keep it up. Come on, you got this. Only 10 seconds left. I know it is burning. I'm right there with you. We only have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. We're done. Nice work, my friends. Virtual high five. Let's stretch. One hand goes above, and we will very slowly, because I cannot move, come into a nice little cobra position. A little stretch along the abdominals because I'm not ready for a full stretch after that tricep. Slow down the breath. And before we go full upper facing dog, let's get into the shoulders. Extend the left arm out and just start to pulse that right leg back. 3 more times. 3, 2, and hold. You should feel a nice big stretch along the front of the left delt and into the chest. Everyone's range of motion will be different. Come out of it. Let's do the other side. Right arm extends. Start to kick that leg back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Just the position, not the breath. Breathe through it. Come out of it. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this stretch. Bend the left elbow, and your range of motion will be limited here. You do get a bigger stretch here, so just do what you can. It should feel good, but it should feel like a stretch. big deep inhale. On the exhale, come out of it. Other side, bend the right elbow and gently come to the right side. Big stretch along the front of the right delt into the chest. Come center, come to your hands. Now we'll come back to our cobra and bring it to the hands. Now deepen the stretch, full upward facing dog. You can shimmy the hips right and left if that feels good, getting a little obliques in there. Bring it back to center. One more big deep inhale. On the exhale, we're coming out of it. Come to a puppy pose stretch. Hips stay stacked over the knees, and then bring the hands, if it's accessible to you, behind the head to increase the stretch in the triceps as well. Release the hands. Bring it on up. Come to a seated position. Once you get there, inhale, arms reach overhead. On the exhale, tricep side body stretch. Other side, inhale up, exhale, triceps side body stretch. Inhale up to center and exhale. We are done. Nice work today, my friends. As long as you tried your best, that is what matters most. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Your love and support means the world. But most importantly, have an amazing rest of the day. You rock.